Who was it?
Rachel.
That is so weird.
Warren was on last week, and
It was Kaipo and not Kaipo. It was Rachel and.
oh no, Rachel. Remember? Yeah.
Yeah, and then your coworker.
Yeah. Oh.
So it looks like Rachel got the job that you were supposed to get.
Yeah.
All right, we'll invite John. John's our biggest fan.
Who's that? Are we in the Q&A?
Yeah. Don't tell me that's a Sierra.
Oh here. Okay, so we have Kimberly.
Wait, hold on. I'm visiting everybody. Don't distract me.
Did you invite Kimberly? Kimberly, Jillian, Yamasawa, and Kaipo.
Hold on. Liz, you're our priority. As long as Liz is in here. What about Joyce? Or is that last?
It was. Oh, hey, Sean.
Hello. Hey.
Oh, we're live. Hi, everyone.
Oh, we're live. Hey, guys.
We're trying to figure out. We have 3 people joining us tonight. We're trying to get them online. So, Kimberly, do you have the people?
I do.
Did you get Kimberly?
Can you put her address in the...
Okay. Hold on, I gotta find it.
Appreciate everybody's patience out there. All right. Computer is not.
Uh-oh, I can't paste in her address. It's junk that people other than, like, I can't invite people. Like, only the moderator can. Before, it wasn't like that, right?
Right. It's open. If you're, like, a guest.
Okay, there. I put her address in the chat.
Kimberly, you're going to have an early start to the holiday season because...
Did you get Jillian?
Did not. So what about Joyce, too? The biology co-teacher and case manager at Capital?
Oh, I think that's on Wednesday, right?
It's Wednesday?
I think tonight is just Jillian, Yamasawa, Kaipo, Tam, and Kimberly Uehara.
Excuse me. Oh, it is Jillian. I thought Jillian was with us last week, but okay.
No.
Okay. All right, Jillian.
Okay, so hopefully we have our guests coming on board tonight, and we will have some of them sharing the things that they're doing with Google Apps. We were having some technical issues earlier.
Yeah.
So just know that technology sometimes doesn't always work the way that you want it to.
What?
That's number one. That's rule number one.
That's rule number 1. Once you accept that, then all can be good in the world.
That's what I was about to say.
So how's everyone doing tonight?
Pretty good.
A+.
Counting down the days.
Did you have a good Mother's Day, Liz?
Yeah, it was mellow.
Happy belated Mother's Day.
Oh, thank you. It was nice. It was just mellow.
That was good.
That was good. Hey, so do you guys know anyone who happened to try for that code.org affiliate thing? There's an application.
Oh, I don't know, because I was looking into that back during the code. What's that thing called? Coding for Kids or
Mhm.
Oh, the code. I forget.
Oh, the code, the hour of code.
Hour of code. Yeah. Yeah. I
Mhm.
was gonna look at that back during that time, but um, I don't know.
I applied for it, but I didn't get it. So I was wondering if there was anyone from Hawaii that got it.
You didn't. So wait, you have.
You
So
had to apply
speaking
for
behind.
this. They were looking for people that they were gonna bring up to be trainers.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
And so you had to apply, and then you had to get accepted, and then those people are gonna go to train in Las Vegas in August.
Oh,
So
I didn't know
did
that. That's
you
pretty
go for
cool.
it?
So yeah, so I just got the notice today um that I wasn't accepted, but they said they selected 100 people. I'm assuming that, I mean, 100 people nationwide, but I was just curious if there was anybody in Hawaii that got it.
Oh no, I don't know. Good question.
Was the application difficult?
No, it was a Google form with one box of tell us why you want to get get trained.
Oh.
Okay.
So yeah,
Mike,
I knew it was a long shot because I have zero coding experience. So like some of the questions had to do with like do you teach computer science, or how many years experience do you have teaching computer science? And mine was zero. So I don't know if they're kind of looking for someone who has a little bit of computer science background, because basically they're bringing people up there to become trainers of their coding program,
That's cool.
or their coding curriculum. So probably they're like, I'm thinking you know, I knew it was a long shot because I have no coding experience, and to go from I have no co- I have no computer science background, but I want to go up and become a trainer.
Oh, if it's
So,
from code.org, I'm sure lots of people applied for it.
oh, I'm sure
I
they
wasn't
said they
even
had a lot.
shucks. I would have.
Yeah, there's a K5 to become a code.org K5 affiliate.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm hoping. You know what though? I am hoping that someone from Hawaii got in so that they can go up and then come back and they can train the rest of us.
Yeah.
So.
Mike, what about the Google Teacher Academy? Did you apply?
I no. I don't think I'm gonna be able to afford it this year or at this time.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah.
Mike, you know what? I totally think. When is the application due?
The
I think it's
16th?
16.
You should do it, Mike, because you can
Really?
always. You know what? You can apply and then just see, and then if it happens,
Yeah, but
when
I don't
there's
want
a
to
will, there's a
apply.
way.
I don't want to apply and then turn it down if I can't afford it either. You know.
You know what? You never know.
Yeah.
Who knows? Your employer might support you.
I
Or
should.
if somebody were to share beverages with other colleagues, that
No, but seriously, Mike, you should apply and then figure it out. It's
Yeah.
worth it.
I have a couple days, right? What's today? The 12th. It's
yeah,
due by Friday. Yeah, is it Friday?
I probably yeah.
Yeah.
Liz should, and so I filled out mine, but I didn't get a confirmation email.
Oh,
Yeah.
a lot of people were posting about that.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
think anyone got a confirmation email.
Oh, okay, good. I was like,
Yeah, a lot of
okay.
people were posting.
Just send me a fake like sorry or something, you know. It's just like,
Oh, hey, Kaipo.
Hi,
guys,
Liz.
whoa.
How's it going?
I was waiting in that other room by myself.
Oh, you know what? We had to restart the Hangout because something was wrong with Kimball's audio.
Oh, I see.
Oh, what? There was no one else in there with you?
No.
We're actually waiting for two other people, that's why.
Okay, no problem.
So, but you can start. What?
Have you ever been in a hangout before, Keiko?
This is my first time.
Oh,
Wow.
awesome.
Oh,
So we are live on air, which just means that people not in this direct hangout can actually tune in
Okay.
and listen, and then it's also being recorded to YouTube for people for later. And I think that you have to post for your credits. You have
Oh,
to post the link to the Hangout, which would be on through YouTube.
okay. Okay.
Um,
I can figure that
so
out after.
yeah, and if not, we can help you. But
Perfect.
you can start maybe by just sharing where you're from and what you do, and then we'll walk you through the screen share option if you wanna
Okay.
share something on your screen.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Okay. Well,
Okay.
hi everyone. My name is Kaifo Tam. I am currently the middle school math teacher at Kekula Kaiapuni Anuenue. So that is a Hawaiian immersion public school in Palolo. We are a K-12 site. As I mentioned, this is my third year as the middle school math teacher. So it's just me. I am my own department. Next year, I will be tech coordinator as well as the Algebra 1, Algebra 2 math teacher.
Wow.
Let's see.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of responsibility at our school. Okay, and I guess so to share what example I've done, just to give a quick background on our school, I was given the task of transitioning Anunu into a Google school. So although we have our dashboard, our administrator side ready to go, we have not yet rolled out any of the teacher accounts or the student accounts. We're still in the process of creating that calendar. But to still try and take advantage of the Google Apps, I've been using Desmos in my 8th grade pre-algebra class. So I actually already finished the Google site that showcases what I did with some of the photos. So I know I saw the screen share button. I'm assuming I click on that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have the window already open. And I think, is that good?
Yeah. What's your site? That's cool.
Okay, and then let's see, so I'll select lessons. So for 8th grade pre-algebra, it is primarily to get them ready, obviously, for Algebra 1 in their 9th grade year at our school. So I use Desmos to kind of introduce them to functions, as well as lead them in toward parabolas, which is one of the bigger topics of Algebra 1. So, and my goal was the 8th grade class will be introduced to function tables and parabolas. This lesson will connect students to the understanding of data points, to functions, to graphs of different types. So I have a smart board. Luckily, I do have, my school has one installed into my classroom. We do need internet-ready computer to use Desmos.com, and I also had students measure themselves with rulers and tape measure. So for their introductory lesson for function tables, I had to come into class. I had some rulers out, I had a tape measure out, and I asked them to do two things. The first one was to measure the length of their index finger, and then to measure their height. They're 8th grade, so I kind of let them go at it. They didn't have to explain too much. They know how to use a ruler already. And all I told them is that as soon as they were done measuring, to write down in their books, and then they would have to type that information onto the smart board. Let me try and open the photo. So this is one of my students inputting his data. The very first column, which is their x-axis column, was the measurement of their index finger in inches. And in the second column would be the measurement of their height, and also in inches to keep the units consistent. And the third column, you might see some numbers. That number is just to tell the student which role they belong to. So they're in alphabetical order, and a number was assigned to them. Okay, and let's go back. And then there's two other pictures of other students presenting. And then the function table, the completed function table, with a set of data points. Yeah, and I couldn't get all the students. There's actually 21 students in my class, and I couldn't fit them all in, so I got 18 of the points ready to go. And then, because I have a smart board, I have the ability to write notes right on top of the browser, actually. So the notes are in Hawaiian, so I've introduced them to domain and range, what a relation is, and how this creates a function. So obviously this set of data here is not a function, but it was to help them to see where domains are and where the ranges is in two forms, in both the tabular data form as well as a graph. And then the best part I love, I I haven't used Desmos in about a year or so, and I didn't realize you could connect it to your Google account. So now I can save all of the notes I create with my students. So that's even better. And I'm hoping that when I teach high school, Algebra 1 and Algebra 2, I can actually have them go on, create their graphs, their information, and share it with me or print it out as their homework. And then, not to go into too much detail as far as how the lesson, what the lesson explained, I have my Common Core standards included. I had a formative assessment of how they would show me that they understood everything. And after doing the function table, we actually talked about what is a function, what isn't a function, and this is the first parabola that they created. So it's a very simple, basic x squared quadratic formula, quadratic function, and had the students plot out their points in their graph books, and then as they plot in their books, I would graph each point on the board, on my smart board, and they discovered their very first parabola. And actually, it went a lot smoother than I had anticipated, because I lose a lot of kids in this pre-algebra phase, but with Desmos, it's just been helping me a lot to provide live data, live information, live changes to a graph as I explain things to my students. And then people can go ahead and check out my Google site that I designed for the Google Summit Professional Development Credit, and I have an explanation of how my entire reflection, how I really appreciated Desmos and its power to be combined with Google Chrome.
That's pretty awesome.
Thank you.
I really like it.
Yeah, and that's everything. Wait, am I back?
Your site looks really professional.
Yeah, it's really nicely done. Have you used Google Sites before, Kaipo?
I created a couple of sites before, but I never really dived into it until after the Google Summit.
Oh, Kaipo, you can click on the screen share again.
Okay,
click
now
on the
it's
screen.
on me. Can you see me? There we go.
Oh, there
Hello?
you go. Yeah,
Okay.
you're back.
Yeah, so this is my first time actually creating a full site, a full Google site.
Oh, nice job.
Thank you. And that's
Yeah,
I should look forward to it, because my school also asked me to redesign our school website, which is on a Google site, and I have a big task this summer to get that completed.
Well, I really liked your sharing because it was like incorporating wine language, math, and technology.
Mahalo.
It's pretty cool. Very, very unique from what we've seen so far. And
Oh, awesome. That's good to know.
And Desmos, that's a really cool tool. I've never heard of that. I've heard of GeoGebra and Geometer Sketchpad, but Desmos looks really...
I've used Sketchpad on my iPad. I have tried out GeoGebra. I was introduced to that from Dan Myers, and it worked really well. The thing I like about Desmos, though, it's online, it's free, it's easy to use, and it's connected to the Google accounts.
There's just one thing I've got to say about that.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
well, so Kaipo, do you use are you like the highest user of Google in your school, or do other?
I would say I probably would be the most. I would use Google the most at school, but all my faculty uses at some level of it. So my middle school team, we have our own Google Gmail account that we use to contact your parents. So they have one email account to remember, and not just 7 teachers. But I will help them roll over into our domain, because since we do have a Google domain, I'll help them roll over this summer. I would like to repeat that same process for everybody else and get at least my entire faculty on it. One of my big things I want to improve at our school is the use of paper. We use so much paper because we are a Hawaiian American school. We don't have textbooks ready available for us, ready-made curriculum for us like most public English schools do. So we're printing a lot of stuff, especially at our staff meetings, paperwork after paperwork. So I do want our staff to have the ability to share meeting agendas, share minutes with each other instead of printing it out and passing it around and having a copy for everybody. Because now we are working toward having a one-to-one for faculty. I think we are almost there. We have to order a few more MacBooks for whatever staff that doesn't have, but the staff should be one-to-one within the next year, year and a half. And at least by then, we can move toward a paperless meeting.
Yeah, and I think Google Sites is a great way to do that. Integrating like Google Docs and calendars, and if you build it into a site where it could be pretty easy to maintain.
What I do like about the Google Sites is that it's very simple. You don't get lost in the HTML code.
That's my whole argument about it too. It's just like a lot of people are like, oh, there aren't the template, there isn't the sophistication of Wix or Weebly, but really there's such a power and simplicity that's just like, boom, that's what you want. Just focus the content on the content,
Mm-hmm. And you have the ability to improve the design of it if you would like, and I know you can change templates as you please or create your own templates, and I think that's also very powerful to give you both options.
Most definitely. Well, that's great. One thing I wanted to bring up to you also is, since you're transitioning into the role of TC in our GEG community, we've had a number of TCs on our Hangouts as well.
Okay.
So we'd certainly welcome you to come in again and connect with them through the community and share resources and
that'd be great.
And strategies, yeah. So
I'll take whatever resources I can get.
Yeah. Well, very neat. We're excited about the one-to-one program for your faculty. That can be really powerful, and we've kind of talked about some rollouts, strategies, and how we can tweak training to support that instead of just throwing the tech first and then the plan later. So.
Yeah, I went to at the Google Summit. I went to Tim Lee's presentation on the best practices for development. Best practices for the rollout of the transitioning for Google School. So I have that in my Google set as well. My reflection on that, and I really like that because at my school, I think there's only one other person that went to the Google Summit last year. So it's been a while for that person, and she's not a tech coordinator either. She was just a staff member that was asked to go.
Wonderful. That's great.
Thank you. Any other questions that you guys might have? Or I know my school is very unique, and a lot of people don't understand how my school is, or any questions on, I guess, how we overcome our technology problems, especially with your language?
Yeah, that is a good question. We have a couple of other Hawaiian immersion schools in the community, and I was just wondering if it would benefit us to have like a hangout maybe in Hawaii.
And I wouldn't mind. And I know it's all about pushing everyone into to a better 21st century, so that'd be very interesting to try it out. I would love to try that event at someday. One problem I do see though with Google is I can't type in Hawaiian. So that's why we all use Apple products, because the Mac OS system actually has a Hawaiian setting for us to use.
So you can't type Hawaiian even just in a Google Doc?
So if we, I don't know if you guys are aware of Hawaiian grammar. So there's the Okina, which is that apostrophe-looking character, as well as the Kahako, which is that macron, the line above a vowel. You can write without them. So if we had a Chromebook, we can just type, but you just have to know to not use the Okina or the Kahako or any of the diacriticals. But for our students, we do teach them from kindergarten pretty much all the way to high school and how to use properly the correct diacriticals in the Hawaiian language. It's not until upper level high school where they kind of learn to omit them, because they start to read the old Hawaiian newspapers, and they never had in the 18th century, 17th century those diacriticals. So, but if a student cannot see the diacriticals properly, they won't know how to pronounce the words properly. So that's why we still keep it at the younger levels.
Oh, pretty interesting.
What kind of devices do you guys have access to, like your students?
For the students, we do have, I think, a 3-year-old iMac lab. That was, let's see, so I'll be running that, I guess, next year. So iMacs, we do have MacBook cards available for every grade level. We have the white MacBooks that were purchased about a year and a half ago, but now we just got a new shipment of MacBook Airs. So we're slowly transitioning toward that one-to-one without even thinking about one-to-one, but I would love to get our school to that level to have the students learn how to ethically use technology. So yeah, so MacBook Airs, MacBook Pros for the teachers, iMacs for all staff and students. We do have some Lenovo ThinkPads still lying around, but we're trying to get rid of them. They were a really bad purchase. I don't know if you guys had that same experience, but they broke down within months. But we still have some lying around that we're trying to get rid of. We do have an iPod cart, and I'm trying to find grant money to purchase iPads also, just to have another option for students to use. And I would love to order Chromebooks as well, but I still have to look more into the features of it, how else I can use it in our school effectively, and convince our administrators that we need them as well.
Well, it's definitely a cheaper alternative.
Oh yeah, once I was they had on display at the Google Summit. My first opportunity to check it out, and I did like the cheaper features. The features were great, and there was a cheaper price value, definitely, for the amount we need. So I could see it being used as a supplement device in the library, in a couple of the language arts classrooms, but I can't see it being totally utilized because of the, outgoing HSA test, but now the incoming SBAC. And I know that needs either a PC or a Mac system to work off of.
For that browser or a particular browser.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Chromebook is SBAC compatible now.
Oh, okay. I didn't get to hear about that. I haven't done enough research on that one yet. I'll definitely have to look into that.
Yeah.
Hey, Kaipo, I just went on my iPad to, like using the Hawaiian keyboard,
Uh-huh.
and it types fine in a Google Doc.
Oh yeah. So if I have a MacBook or any kind of Apple product, and I'm in a Google Doc or any Google service via Chrome, I can definitely type it in. I was referring to the Chromebooks. The Chromebook doesn't have.
Oh yeah, the Chromebooks.
Yeah. So I could see a Chromebook being used in our English language arts classrooms. From 5th grade on, the students learn English in a formal setting. So that's definitely usable. But for the other classes, math, science, history, it would be difficult to use a Chromebook.
Yeah, okay, but if you take a look at the chat, I put the link in there for the SBAC browser. Yeah,
okay.
It is now compatible with Chromebooks. So.
Oh, okay, perfect. That's good. That's definitely good to know. Yeah, I know we're being required to do the SBAC, but our school's having some issues because our students are taught in Hawaiian, the SBAC and the HSA are taught in English, so our students do poorly because of the language barrier. But hopefully, I know assessments are important, so hopefully there will be an alternative for us in the near future.
Well, thank you for sharing. It was, we're happy that you are able to join us and share the stuff that you're doing.
Definitely appreciate it.
Excellent job. Do you have any questions for us or any resources you're looking for?
No, actually, I'm we have two or 3 weeks of school left. I can't wait to finish so I can start looking into the different apps available, the different extensions. My staff is having me do some of the PD credits next year, 21 hours we have for DOE. So I want to utilize whatever time I have to get my staff comfortable using the Chrome browser and all the other Google apps for education. So any questions, I'll definitely shoot somebody or shoot it out in the Google community and see what everyone has to offer.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, everybody.
Thanks for joining us, and please feel free to jump in again and feature Hangouts, or definitely remain active in the GEG community.
Oh, definitely. I do want to make my presence known as a tech coordinator.
Yes, good luck to you next year.
Well, thank you. Is there someone else presenting?
We had two other presenters that were supposed to chime in, but it didn't look like they were able to get the invite or jump in. So.
Oh, shucks.
I would imagine they'll come in either on Wednesday or next Monday.
Oh, okay. Oh, I guess before everyone leaves, so you guys mentioned I had to include the link to this YouTube video of this Hangout, and how would I do that?
If you want, you can just paste it underneath. In the community, we'll have a link.
Okay, I saw that from the previous Hangouts. I saw that
Yeah,
posted.
right.
Okay, so I just have to wait till it comes out, the link comes out then. Okay.
All right. Well, mahalo, and we wish you all the best, and thanks to our viewer and later viewers out there. If you have any questions, keep them in the community, and wishing everybody a good Tuesday, and we'll see you again on Wednesday.
Mahalo. Have a good night, everybody.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.